In front of us, and just coming up on this side of the road, we've got the Exeter Job Centre Plus. So we're just going to have a little look around here while we're in the area. So yeah, it's not an appointment only one. So they've got the typical recording equipment not permitted. I guarantee you there's QR codes in there. Don't know if the door closes automatically. Yeah, it does. All buildings, all bicycles brought into the building will be removed by security. Interesting. That's a bit of a bizarre one. There you go, so a little of a warehouse roles in Exeter available. Opportunities we are hiring is around the corner. What is it? Oh, per temps. That's just like temporary work. £500 introductory bonus. That's good. Paid on successful completion of your 12-week probationary period. A limited time offer. That's for Two Sisters Food Group. You can contact them via there, or of course you can scan that QR code. On-track earnings of £250 to £500 per week. KFC hiring. The Colonel needs you. Interesting marketing technique, that one. Using the classic "we need you" or "your country needs you" poster.
What starts as a simple walk through a public job center quickly turns into a tense standoff that raises serious questions about privacy, power, and the limits of authority. In this video, we're diving into a real-time confrontation between a public auditor and staff at a government facility, where the lines between policy and law begin to blur. On one side, you've got an individual calmly documenting what's openly visible to the public. On the other, staff and security insisting that recording is not allowed, despite the fact that everything in question is already in plain sight. So here's the big question. If something is visible to your eyes in a public space, can it really be illegal to record it? As this situation unfolds, you'll notice contradictions, rising tension, and a growing clash between logic and authority. Watch
Get a free meal every shift, plus 25% discount when you're not. That's not bad. Discount, actually. Adult Literacy and Numeracy Club. That's pretty good. Interesting. So I've got the restart scheme here as well. to have fallen down. Push door to open. Please inform reception if you've been waiting more than 10 minutes. Yeah, so it's quite a large job centre. It's quite an open plan layout in here. And they've got the computers over here for the public to come and use for their job searches. So we've got a few around this way. And then a few more over here.
Right out of the gate, we're seeing a serious escalation. Accusations of profiling and physical contact. That's not a small claim. When someone says they're being treated differently based on appearance, especially in a public government space, that raises immediate red flags. Now pause for a second and ask yourself, was this reaction justified or premature? Because from what we can see so far, there's no aggressive behavior, no disruption. Just someone existing in a public space. Yet somehow it's already turned physical. This is where situations like this can spiral quickly. Once emotions enter the equation, rational discussion often takes a back seat. And what started as a simple interaction can suddenly become a much bigger issue involving rights.
They've got a keyboard here which is designed for people that are hard of sight. Or vision impaired people, which is good. Yeah, generally the computer layout, as always with job centres, is not fantastic. So you can see down here, stood here from like the public waiting area. You can see computer screens on display, particularly that gentleman's one there, which isn't great. But yeah. Just got a bit of information on the side of this one here. Saying that if you are more than 5 minutes, yeah, we'll get the key. If you're more than 5 minutes late for your appointment, please report to reception. There you go. So if you're on time, you can take a seat and you don't need to report to reception. Pardon?
Take seat, please. There.
I'm not here for an appointment. I'm just having a look around.
Oh, so you take picture here?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to take picture here. Boy, here is. Can take picture there, boy.
Pardon?
Just
It's just public information, isn't it? I'm just taking a picture of it.
yeah,
So,
but no, here's my his stuff here. Your stuff
Well,
here. Here's the stuff. You all the stuff. No, so there can you can take picture there.
okay. I mean, the whole job centre is a public place, and this is information that's here for the public.
Information.
Yeah. So that's all. And
But
like.
I'm not allowed to take picture for the stuff here, my phone, because working the stuff here. You can take picture of it just there, boy.
I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, but so for example, I mean, I don't understand what the issue is of me taking a picture here. I mean, I don't understand what that issue is.
Yeah, my son was like, he's not, you can't, there, you can't take all the picture there, because it's just for the customers.
Uh-huh.
But he's normal, he's working the stuff.
Yeah, but like, if they're working on private stuff, then it shouldn't be visible to me.
Yeah, but
and if I get it on the camera, then that's then evidence, isn't it? Because
you can't go there and take the picture there because working the stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going behind their computers to take a picture. I'm stood here taking pictures of this. Yeah, but then they shouldn't have public information right next to where somebody's working on a computer, should they?
If
You know?
need for information, someone
Okay.
will be
Where things get really interesting. The auditor points out something that, honestly, a lot of people wouldn't even notice: the contradiction between a recording signs and QR codes that literally require a camera to function. Think about that for a second. You're telling people they can't use recording devices, while simultaneously expecting them to scan codes with those same devices. It's a small detail, but it reveals a bigger issue: policies that don't quite align with reality. And this is exactly what auditors look for: gaps between what's said and what's actually happening. Because those gaps often expose deeper systemic problems. The question now becomes, are these rules really about privacy, or are they just
But then there's no difference between.
No,
You know?
yeah, it's easy.
It's
different
not.
between maybe because staff you're working here, you cannot take, because the they're working the stuff, you cannot take picture there.
Of what you mean of what's on their screen?
Yeah, you can't.
But then if I see the information on their screen, they've already broken the law.
You can't see.
I can.
You
Yeah, but if I see it,
You can't see it.
but if I see it, then the law's already been broken
you
because
can't
I've seen it.
But no picture of stuff.
But the picture is now the evidence.
No, no.
It's evidence for the police now. Okay, it's evidence.
Yeah, but I know the stuff, like.
Pardon?
Know the stuff, you're working the stuff here, mate.
I'm not taking pictures of the staff. I'm taking pictures of this here,
Yeah,
and that's what I was taking a picture of. But then, like, if there's information in the background, like that gentleman's computer.
Information you have to take it like information, and someone will be for everything you need. Someone will be here to do information. Like information.
No, because it's a public building, so I can walk around.
It's building, but you can't go every stuff that take the picture.
But they're government.
You can't see it.
They're government employees and they work in the public.
Yeah.
You know, it's a public building. Sorry, if I can see it from there,
Yeah, takes it.
but then I can stand there and I can take a picture. So there's no difference in me standing here and taking.
Yeah, you can. For this, you can take a picture.
But then from here I can take a picture.
Not all the stuff working, the stuff. All the stuff not at all.
I think we're going around in circles with this conversation.
The people working here.
Yeah, but they're working in a public sector. Yeah, well, you.
Takes it, someone will be here.
I think an ESA fit note. Oh, you can do a fit note online these days. That's interesting. I didn't know you could do that. That's new. Yeah, so we've got a QR code down there, and they've got one down there. So and then they've got the CCTV policy guidance there. So you can't watch live TV here using devices that they provide. You may watch live TV here by using your own devices only, provided A, that the device is powered by internal battery.
Situation shifts from interesting to potentially serious. The auditor is pointing out that sensitive information might be visible from a public area. And if that's true, it's not just a minor oversight. That could be a direct breach of data protection standards. Let's be clear. In environments like this, protecting personal data isn't optional. It's a legal obligation. So if screens are positioned in a way that allows strangers to see private information, that's a structural issue, not just a user error. Now think about the implications. How many people might have walked through here and unintentionally seen someone else's personal details? This isn't about filming anymore. It's about whether the system itself is exposing it.
That's interesting. Yeah, so I'm still not convinced that the security kind of understood what I was saying, is that, you know, I can stand here and take a picture, and it's really no different than standing where I was stood taking a picture. But, you know, as I said, say I'm sat here working on a computer and I can see this one and this one. Oh, yeah.
What are you actually doing?
Pardon?
What are you doing?
Making a little documentary sort of thing at the moment.
For what reason?
Pardon?
For what reason?
Well, at the moment I'm just making a bit of a documentary job centre, so what I'm doing is I'm showing what's on display to the public, like your job
Yeah,
boards
for
and
what reason?
stuff. Pardon?
For what reason?
Well, if you let me finish. Okay, so I'm making this documentary for what's on offer to the public. You've got your job boards and you've got information here for the public, and seeing how the job centre, which quite typically, and it's happening here right now, is handling our data very poorly.
You shouldn't be allowed to video record in a job centre without written permission prior to it for the reasons you're doing. So I'm going to have to ask you to cease.
Okay, so you don't want me to do it because
you can't do it.
because I'm recording evidence.
Yeah, you
but
need
if but if I notify you that I'm coming here to do this and ask for permission, what you're going to do is change your behaviour to accommodate the fact that if I come here spontaneously, so this is what this is called, it's like a spontaneous public audit. Okay, so what I'm doing, so because I've come spontaneously, you haven't had time to prepare for me coming, I can see that you're breaking GDPR in multiple places.
Our guidance is anybody wishing to record in the DW premises cannot do so without prior written authorisation. So I've got to ask you to stop recording now.
Okay, you can ask, and I do have...
No, I'll ask you to leave
Okay,
the building
I have...
as well.
Can you let me finish?
No, I'm not going to, because you've given me enough information to understand that you shouldn't be doing this.
Okay,
Mind
your policies
making sure
say
this
different.
Okay, man.
But your policies say different at the end of the day.
The conversation is finished now, so you need to leave.
Pardon?
You need to leave.
Who are you, sorry?
You need to leave.
Who are you?
I'm a security. Yeah.
Where's your SII licence?
I got it.
It's not on display, is it?
Just leave, please.
It's not on display, is it?
Please.
You need to leave, okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but so you cannot go information for everyone here.
Okay.
This is manager, big manager here. He says you have to leave. In one way or other way you have to leave because maybe coming the police.
The police can't make me leave either at the end of the day.
No, we can make you leave.
The police can't
No,
make
we
me
can.
leave.
We can.
Don't
How?
call the police.
We can leave you.
You can leave me.
Okay, we can make you leave. Yeah.
But for
You
what?
look suspicious, and you look, with the hoodie and everything. So
The conflict, the difference between seeing and recording. The auditor is making a logical argument. If something is visible to the naked eye in a public space, then capturing it on camera doesn't suddenly make it more private. But from the staff's perspective, the camera changes everything. It's no longer just a moment. It becomes permanent, shareable, and potentially damaging. And that's where the tension lies. So who's right?